Welcome to Philly Live. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm Sheila Watko. M. Night Shyamalan's latest horror thriller, Knock at the Cabin, is in theaters now. I am one of Mr. Shyamalan's biggest fans. I really am. So I was ecstatic when I was offered the opportunity to speak to him about this film. This was an interview that I will definitely remember forever.
And action!
In M. Night Shyamalan's latest movie, Knock at the Cabin, a group of strangers asks a family to make an impossible choice in order to save the world from the apocalypse.
You see, the four of us have a very important job to do. In fact, it might be the most important job in the history of the world.
Mr. Shyamalan, I've been a fan of yours for 20 years, since 6th grade. You're my dream interview, and I love this movie. So I'm going to be careful not to do spoilers. You were recently asked to choose your best movie, and you said it's this one. You've told so many excellent stories on screen over the years. Why is Knock at the Cabin your favorite one?
You know, it's first of all, thank you for saying that. That's amazing. You're doing great, by the way. You're killing it.
Thank you.
You're killing it. I would say there's a balancing. It's like, you know, I reference chefs a lot to kind of compare what filmmakers do, and it's the balance of the ingredients. This thing that you just have to know without knowing how much to put each flavor in. And Knock at the Cabin has this kind of weird, wonderful balance that I could taste as I was making it, and how much to be, how scary, and how, you know, how much you know, to make the mystery or the humor or the kind of wondrousness, and where should it come in, and how do you go right and left? How do I keep you on the edge of your seat? It was just such a beautiful group of people that made it. I think the actors that came to the table were part of the reason why it was so very special.
I saw some really good behind-the-scenes footage of you, and you're watching something back. I don't know what it was. And you go, and you gasp. Now, you're the screenwriter, the director, the one person in the room that I would think would not be surprised about anything. But what did surprise you while working on this movie?
I'm the best audience member. So if we're watching a movie together, I'm the one that's, oh my God, and jumping and this and scared and that kind of thing. I'm also brutal as a viewer, a viewer of cinema. So if they're doing something incorrect, you know, I'm pissed. So, you know, we were at the premiere last night, and I was still jumping. After, you know, 2 years of making the movie, I was like, oh no, yeah, no, and I was still there, and I was thinking that people must think I'm crazy, like, oh, you know, hey, he must not have made the movie because he's so surprised by what's happening.
Mr. Shyamalan, when I was a teenager, I pored over every DVD of yours, Signs, The Village in particular, and the bonus features, and my favorite one was you used to include a video that you made as a kid on the bonus features that kind of related to the movie that was on the DVD. Looking back at this dazzling career that you've had, what would you say to that little boy making movies, and what do you think he would say to you?
Oh, wow. I mean, you know, it's just so surreal. I think anybody that dreams something and then ultimately gets to do that thing they dreamed about, it doesn't feel real. And I don't think it ever feels truly real. When you talk about that little kid, I mean, I definitely dreamed about, you know, all the stories and wanting to tell stories like my heroes, and it's just amazing 30 years later that I'm, you know, still doing this, and people are interested in the stories that I have to say. I mean, I'm too thankful. I don't know, this word beyond gratitude, and that's what I feel.
Well, we have so much gratitude for you. It's truly such an honor to talk to you. I saw Signs on my 12th birthday with my dad. That was literally 20 years ago, and anytime people ask, you know, who's your dream dinner guest? I have two, and it's you and it's Rod Serling next to each other across from me. So it has been such a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for the stories you've told us. I'm always looking forward to the next one because I love every single one.
Thank you so much. And your cat kind of winding around you during the interview was both humorous and ominous at the same time. So really, really good visuals there.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
A little bit ominous with the
black cat.
And cut.
When your favorite director compliments your foster cat, you know it was a fun interview. Both Lulu and I were absolutely thrilled. M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin is in theaters now. You can also stream season 4 of his psychological thriller series, Servant, on Apple TV+.